I messed up. Anyway.
The amount of money that I spent at 7-Eleven is fucking atrocious.
Are they the cheapest option?
The Zin?
For Zins? No, 7-Eleven to get Zin.
Yes. Because I went to a fucking gas station and I bought those. And he's like, how many? I was like, fuck it, give me 2. It was $30 fucking for 2 of them. And I literally was like, I put my card in or whatever, and then I looked at the price. I was like, $30. And then he's like, yeah. And then I was like, can I cancel it? And then it just says approved. So I just got fucked.
Damn, dude.
But it's not only Zin. Like, I feel like recently I've just been living at his fucking 7-Eleven.
Really? Why?
It's like, if I'm going to work, I want to fucking get a fucking Gatorade or some shit. Or, like, before I go climbing, like, grab a fucking Gatorade. Or, like, I'm coming home after work and, like, I'm thirsty. I need a Gatorade. Today, I went to 7-Eleven after climbing, and I bought a Gatorade, and I also bought a Slim Jim.
Do you know that you came over here last week to do the podcast with an empty Gatorade bottle and you brought it inside my house empty. You didn't bring it to finish it. It was empty when you walked into the building. You put it on my desk and then left it there.
Well, I didn't want it in my car. Yeah.
That water bottle on my kitchen counter is fucking yours from last week,
You
too.
can throw it out.
So could you.
You're right, I could. But I won't. Yeah, I bought a Gatorade, I bought a Slim Jim, and I bought a Slurpee today.
Really? What flavor?
Multiple.
Multiple flavors?
Yeah,
You're getting crazy?
I got blue and red.
See, I don't do that because I always feel like once I'm done the one flavor, I miss it. And then I'm like, fuck, man, I should have just gotten all blue or all red.
I like the I always get the big one.
Oh, yeah.
So by the time I'm done the red, then it's like I have a whole second Slurpee of blue.
I used to like the Coca-Cola Slurpee when I was a kid.
That's all right. Do you ever have those candies? The little Coca-Cola candies? They were like
the gummies?
The gummies, but then you like open them up and they had like syrup in them?
I mean, I definitely have, but I don't remember them.
Krabby Patties? Do you like Krabby Patties?
No.
I didn't like Krabby Patties.
I was never really a big gummy guy growing up. Candy-wise, I liked... I
feel like the AC is heard.
You feel like it's heard? Hey, everybody, blink twice if you can hear this.
Just no gummies for you?
Yeah, I don't know. I was more of a chocolate fan as a kid.
Have you had Dubai chocolate?
No, but dude, it's made an appearance or two on my algorithm.
It's not worth $20. That is something I have not bought at 7-Eleven, which I have been tempted. It's $20 for a bar of chocolate. I didn't buy it.
At 7-Eleven, they sell Dubai chocolate?
They sell it everywhere. It's Dubai chocolate, dude. It's all the rage.
I haven't actually seen it. So.
Really? I mean,
yeah.
It's good. It's just like fucking pistachio and...
Who gave it to you?
I bought it.
You bought it? Where'd
I bought it.
Yeah.
John's, the grocery store.
Oh, John's.
John's.
Good
Not Vaughn's.
Not Vaughn's.
John's.
Not Vans. Not Gennardi's.
No, John's. I bought it at John's. I had it. It was delicious. I would not buy it again. It is really expensive.
So you and Justine have matching shoes now, I see.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
That's cool.
They're sick.
They are really sick. I almost bought those too. Instagram almost got me.
Are they on Instagram?
Yeah.
I've been getting...
And they have this one ambassador who's like this cool tatted up lady, you know, and she wears the orange ones, and I was like, those are pretty sick. Well, actually, they're a little bit different though, because hers don't have the suede returning in the back. It's like all black, and then this is all orange.
I've had multiple people comment on them,
Yeah,
and
they're
I
nice.
think they're really cool.
Yeah.
And I had this idea, like I wore them out in Silver Lake, and I had multiple people comment on it.
Yeah. Obviously.
Are they already trendy? I thought they weren't, and I was like, oh, these are really cool, and they're like not super trendy. They're kind of like cutting edge. And then I wore them Silver Lake, and everyone was talking about it. I was like, you can't do that. If you have something that you think is cool and you don't want it to get, like, you can't wear it in Silver Lake.
I mean, they're like Keen is doing everything they can to be like that next athleisure shoe. You know what I mean?
Athleisure. Is that what this is?
You know, it's like hike style, active. Yeah.
What are the ones you have? Solomon's?
Yeah, I got these are like the number one, like, I'm a piece of shit that doesn't do anything.
They're
This
like
is like the number one.
They're like the shoe equivalent of owning like a Tacoma. It's like
100%.
it's like you work in an office
Yeah.
and you move 2 bags of mulch a year.
I saw not a meme, a fucking article. And the title of the article was, "What are these Solomon hiking shoes I keep seeing everywhere except for hiking trails?"
I mean,
I do wear them hiking, though. I wear them everywhere. They're nice. I like them. It's nice to buy shoes with support. Flat shoes are out, dude. I mean, I still love them. I like Vans a lot. But it's nice to have some shoes with some...
support. I have to buy new shoes for this fucking wedding that we're going to.
What happened to yours?
Well, it's fucking like a multiple day thing that we're going to. So I feel like I need a different outfit. I don't know. Do I not need that?
You definitely need a different outfit, but...
I could wear the same shoes.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Whatever. I've been meaning to get like a
You're not the
nice-
star of the show, so I think it's
What are you talking
passable.
about, dude?
I mean, nothing, dude.
Shoes are unbelievably expensive.
I know. I was on the phone with Jake today while he was buying shoes for the wedding. And he was reading me all the prices at Nordstrom Rack, so I'm actually very familiar with how expensive shoes are right now.
You can't get anything for less than fucking $75.
Oh, God. Yeah. Hell no. Definitely
What happened?
not.
What happened to J.C. Penney? Or is my only reference when I was shoe shopping with my mom?
It's this economy, dude.
It's the
It's
economy.
thanks to Donald Trump and the tariffs, man.
Speaking of economy, did everybody play the lottery? Did you guys play the lottery?
Yeah, are any of our fans the new owners of $1.8 billion? If so, would you like to sponsor the podcast?
It's a lot of money. And we had this conversation off mic, as they say.
Oh, yeah, off the record, baby.
And I said to Karl, I don't necessarily want to just repeat the conversation that we had. But I'm running out of things to say. So here's what I was thinking about.
It's funny to me that you played the lottery after that conversation. Because you were seemingly, the side you took was, it's more of a headache than it's worth, and it'll fuck your life up.
And I know that sounds insane. It's like, but I do believe that. But I did play. I did play the lottery.
Well, the thing is,
Well, here's my point.
that's going to define your life after that.
That's the problem.
And as much as I'm fucking sick and tired of a lot of shit right now, like, the journey is what your life is supposed to be. You
Correct.
know?
Like there is, obviously, everybody's like, man, like having $1 billion would be sick. Don't get me wrong. It would. I was just referencing all the horror stories of people winning the lottery. And sure, there's the horror story of like they win it, and then they like lose it all because they just are bad with their money. But then there's the other side of things that we were like looking up people who fucking win the lottery, and like people try to like get in your will, and then they try to kill you, and you alienate so many of your fucking people in your life. Like no matter how much you want to be like, no, like you were saying it, you're like, I'll just tell everybody like, look, I'm not giving you money. or like I'll buy you whatever, but like I'm not just giving out cash. And there's going to be extended people in your life, some, second cousin, third cousin who's like, hey, like give me $1 million. And your response was like, you just got to tell those people to
Maybe
fuck
I'll
off.
just be so overbearing with my generosity that like once I give anybody money, I'll just start showing up at their house all the time, giving them hugs and being like, "You want to hang out?" I mean, I did buy you this house, You want to go bowling?
That could
Sorry,
work.
no, I have work.
Oh, come on, dude.
Come on, dude.
I
I'll
bought you this house.
I'll buy your boss's company.
I just feel like no matter how many boundaries you set, like that would suck to have to like, because it'd be different if you were rich. I don't know. I feel like people just, they don't, and you probably wouldn't either. You don't like, there's no respect for the money. It's like you didn't earn it. You don't really deserve it. Like you just got it.
Yeah.
So it's like, why?
It's a really crazy concept.
Yeah, it is. It is a crazy concept. But then there's the other side of the coin. It's like there's a lot of rich people out there who,
I mean, at the end of the day, like I think, and I don't think that this is what the goal of our conversation was, but it really makes you think about like why is it that people have so much wealth, and it really doesn't make sense at the end of the day. It's like hoarding wealth doesn't make sense because what are you going to do with it? And what's the point if it just makes you have to alienate yourself? And I follow this guy. His name's Scott Galloway. And he's a very wealthy person, and he does a podcast he talks about politics and money, and he's potentially running for president.
what?
Really cool dude. I actually applied to be an editor for one of his podcasts. Didn't get it, but yeah, what a dick. But it was because of that I became a fan of his. And he often talks about, he's like, if you have money, you should be spending it. Spending money is the best thing in the world. Like, I'm rich and I fucking love spending money.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And well, it's like, it's true though. It's like, what the fuck are you like accumulating it for? Once you pass a certain threshold where you're fine, what the fuck are you doing accumulating billions of dollars?
Well,
That's fucking crazy. I think they're sick in the head. Like,
yeah, but I don't know. If you have a shit fuck of money, I feel like eventually you might, if you have everything in the world, you're gonna stop caring about buying stuff.
yeah, but give it away, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, you need to pump that shit back into the economy. That's going to do so much more for people than any single idea that you could have. You know what I mean?
I think people like to have. I mean,
And
super rich people. It's it's like uber
before
rich,
one of you fucking smarty pants dickheads starts to talk to me about how these billionaires don't have just a bunch of liquid assets and cash laying around, yeah, they do. I know that that's not 100% of their fucking net worth. That's not what I'm saying. I know that stocks and fucking ownership of a company gets factored into how much somebody is worth. But they have billions of dollars in assets and cash as well. So shut the fuck up. Don't come at me. I understand how this shit works a little bit.
So you think that you would just give it all away?
Yeah, most of it, 100%.
What's the threshold where you start giving it away?
I told you what my thought was. The president's salary is like $400,000 or $500,000 a year. Multiply that by like 75 years, and then like a little bit more than that, and that's mine, right? And that's like a couple $100 million, and we're talking almost $2 billion fucking dollars. So the rest of it, find something to do with it. Or at the very least, like dump it into the stock market. Anything to like just make it not be sitting around. You know what I mean? But most likely, yeah, like fucking charity. I just don't trust a lot of charities, unfortunately, which is the problem. I'm afraid of people just like embezzling that money and taking advantage of it. You know, people that work at a charity and they get an influx of $600 million one day. It's like, I can't help but be suspicious of the guy that running that charity, fucking cutting off a nice piece and buying a BMW. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's like,
I mean, yeah, I don't think that when you're talking about, like billionaires, like, I mean, you just mentioned a couple $100 million.
yeah,
Like, there's not many people that have over that,
yeah.
you know? Can
Actually,
we find
it's
out how many?
definitely not even fucking $100 million.
No, it's
definitely like 75 million or some
It's
shit.
definitely a lot less.
400,000 times 75 years is $30 million. Isn't that fucking bonkers?
We're just asking
Isn't
for
that
a light
fucking-
30 mil.
Isn't that fucking bonkers, dude? Ugh. I bought a fucking guitar pedal at Guitar Center for $150 and it stressed me out. And I needed it. I was like, I can't record this song without this pedal. Like, I need to fucking do this. I recorded the guitars 3 different times with different plugins and pedals and it wasn't working. And I'm still upset about it.
You can return it. That's the glory of the...
Yeah, but I want it.
Yeah, I mean, cool. Just a light 30 mil. What would you buy? What's the first thing you would buy? And don't give me some normal real answer like pay off my student loans or something stupid like that.
I wouldn't pay off any of my debt. That debt dies with me. I don't care what my net worth is. I'm not paying anything off, dude. It dies with me. Minimum payments until I'm dead. The first thing I would buy, I mean, you know, you want something that's not a house or a car, right? Something cool. What do I want? What do I want that's not a house or a car?
Isn't it funny how, like, doing the exercise of
Honestly,
really being like, okay, if I had all the money in the world, what would I buy? And you're like, okay, I'd buy like a good house and a good car. And everybody's answer is a good house, good car, and I just wouldn't want to worry about anything. Like, that's most people's answer.
Yeah.
And that's most people's knee-jerk reaction.
I'd probably like go on a vacation, to be honest with you. I'd like
Vacation would be cool.
disappear for like a fucking month, 2 months.
Vacation would be cool.
You know, just like, yeah.
But don't you think that these exact thoughts, you're like, all right, eventually you don't want any more things. You can have whatever you want. Then you're just like chilling and you're just like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, you know. I just want to build a studio with lots of toys, you know.
Toys are cool.
That's what I would do. It's just, and you know what's cool about money is that you can pay people to help make sure all your shit works perfectly. That's what's really cool, man. Is like, could I build a studio? Sure. It would probably be only intuitive to me and pretty difficult to navigate. Like, the gear that we buy isn't always the simplest shit in the world.
No.
And you can pay somebody to be like, everything's normal. You just have to turn anything that you want on, and you go into a fucking Pro Tools session or whatever, and everything's labeled in the session. You can send audio to whatever the fuck you want. It's all hooked up. It's all always on. Power's consistent. And like that same sort of thing can be repeated throughout so many things that it's like streamlined and convenience.
I think
that's such a luxury, dude.
Convenience is a luxury. I was just going to say that's what it really boils down to. And I think like if you do get a lot of money, the thing that it's not things like just, I mean, sure, if you're into like jewelry or whatever, that's whatever. But like for me, it's about streamlining stuff.
I would straighten my teeth, I think.
Let me see your teeth. Yeesh. Gross.
I'd straighten my teeth. I'd get
No, dude, you can't. You can't.
I'd get taller.
You get taller. What, you're already 6'2". I'd get taller. That's what I would do with my money. I'd get nice and tall. Like a nice light 6. Just a light 6 foot.
Dude, if you just like do like dead hangs every day, you might get taller. You know, you might stretch your back out a little bit. But you don't really need your back to get stretched out. You kind of need
my
like
legs,
your
dude.
legs to
I'm
get
so
stretched out.
I'm so when you look at me, like I've really took a long look at myself, and relatively to other people, I have a pretty long torso.
Yeah.
It literally is like God took my legs and just like squished them. Because I got you guys fucking know. I got huge fucking thighs. My calves are the size of fucking hams. I just like
Yeah.
I just got squished in the bottom half. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either, dude. But I want to take a moment to assure you that you don't look bizarre. Like on a first look, it's not like, hey, what's wrong with that guy? He looks funny. Like you don't look funny after knowing you for knowing you for over 10 years. Like I can say like I agree, like that is like the thing about you, but that's a very intense observation that only you and people that know you really well would ever say. And there aren't random strangers being like,
damn, that
guy looks squished. So yeah.
Fuck. Anyway. Oasis came to town. Karl and I both missed his concert.
Missed his concert?
Missed this concert is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
That would have been really fucking cool to go see. I'm not a huge Oasis. I mean, I love Oasis, but I'm not like a fucking. I know some people who are like just absolutely bonkers over Oasis. I don't know if they're gonna like stay a band or something like that because this is like their reunion tour. Or whatever.
I doubt it. They're cashing out. I mean, maybe they'll see that like people will keep letting them cash out. But like, I couldn't imagine them doing another album because that wouldn't make them any money. You know.
Yeah. Maybe they don't want to do it for the money, Karl. Maybe they just want to do it. Maybe it's just.
I'm pretty sure they've both admitted to being like, yeah, we hate each other, but we love $50 million a lot more than we hate each other. So.
Yeah.
I mean, with that, like, dude, you know, what, like, if there was some story of them, like, reconnecting and loving each other again as brothers, that would be everywhere. But there's not.
Is there not?
No. It's just the Oasis.
They're just like, fuck it, here we go.
The money. Oasis 2025 tour. And it's like, okay, like, obviously, like, you guys are cashing in, you know? It is what it is.
It's such a weird dynamic, like, a band, you know? Like, it's like you're married to these people, and there's, like, infighting or just, like, personal whatevers, and then, you know, to try and, like, put that aside to, like, be creative together. I mean, it's no wonder so many bands, like, break up and just, like, can't do it. It's, like, it's a very, very difficult thing. And when you have bands that have, like, stood the test of time. Actually, is there a single band that is, like, we're still fucking going?
Yeah, Deftones. You got...
Truth. And Deftones fucking came in hard.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first example that I thought of.
That's honestly the best example.
Who else is out there? Red Hot Chili Peppers. But John Frusciante just came back as their guitar player.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people leave all the time. I'm talking about,
but Flea, Chad Smith, and you know, Jiminy Cricket, whatever the fuck the lead singer's name is. they were around.
You ever seen that video of Chad Smith crashing out because somebody calls him Will Ferrell?
Really?
Yeah.
No.
It's like it's a bad crash out.
Oh
It's,
God.
He's on stage and someone's like Will Ferrell and he's like so funny, and then everyone like kind of laughs and then he like fucking storms off stage.
Nice.
Diva shit.
Hell yeah, dude. Whatever. Everyone's allowed to do that every now and again.
Crash out or call you Will Ferrell?
Crash out. You're allowed to have a fucking you're allowed to have a bad day and not want to deal with people's bullshit, bro. It's fine.
I was talking about that the other day about
Like,
we were talking about it in the context of customer service positions and how, customer service face, you're like, hey, how are you? But like that's not how you fucking talk in real life.
I've been getting complaints. I don't think I have a very good customer service face.
My customer service face has gone downhill in the past year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
David's coworkers have told him that he says rock and roll a lot.
We talked about that on the podcast.
Did
last
we
week.
really?
Yeah.
Let's rock and roll. Well, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's rock and roll. Let's do it.
It was kind of a wake up call because I was like saying something at work and I was just like, yeah, like I feel like I'm just fucking checked out when I'm talking to these customers. And my one coworker was like, yeah, I've kind of noticed that. I was like, oh, fuck. We were talking about just, in the context of comedians specifically, because that's such a silly thing that you have to do. And if you're having like a bad day and then you have a show that night, like the fucking mental gymnastics that you have to do to like get into a mindset,
Yeah.
I think performers specifically don't get enough credit for that aspect of their jobs.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're showing up every night. I mean, people they're showing up every night.
It's also just like you got to give it up for famous people. Like they're expected to have so much grace past what any human deals with. Like they live lives that are very cushy because of what they get to do. And their stress about money doesn't really exist and like whatever, but they deal with so much ridicule and they're expected to be perfect humans essentially at all times.
Yeah. Well, not at all times, but like, yeah. No, I
sure,
mean, I
in
hear
the
what
privacy of their own home. Yeah, they can fucking accidentally wipe their butt and get a little poop on their finger, and nobody's gonna accost them for it. But like, but then like you take it even a step further, and it's like they're expected to still act graceful when people are like negging them and harassing them, and they're still supposed to act like what? Fucking Chuck E. Cheese? Like mechanical robots?
Well,
like, you're talking to a human being when you harass them.
It's easy as ourselves, people who aren't famous or aren't rich. And like you said, like these people are rich and they get to, they're following their dreams for the most part, like they're a famous actor, they're a famous musician or whatever. And that, to a lot of people, is the pinnacle of happiness. Like, oh my God, like ourselves included. Like, how awesome would it be to just wake up in the morning and all you have to do that day is like be an artist? And I think that's what everyone's like, oh, that's what they all have to do. So it's easy to be like, oh, fuck you. You can't just like be in a good mood. Like your life is so great. Now, there's two aspects to that. Number one, everyone's got a bad day. And then exactly like you said, like, you're gonna crash out, and then all of a sudden it's like a big deal. So it's like, why
you see random people? I saw some lady yell at another lady in the post office the other day for cutting in line, and the lady that cut in line had a cane and a full leg brace, and it's like,
what?
Well, she shouldn't have cut in line. Like she's a bitch for cutting in line, but also like you're like a young like 30-year-old woman yelling at this old lady that like has a fucking major injury. And it's like, people do inappropriate shit all the time is my point. It's like, and all of a sudden, like, shit, like Chad Smith gets held to a higher standard.
Yeah.
Because he's in the public eye.
For sure.
It's some bullshit, dude.
Yeah. But like, there's a old South Park episode about it, and they reference like Britney Spears, and like when Britney like shaved her head and shit like that, and they made it this whole bit about like a sacrificial thing, like sacrificing these people to like gods, like how people used to do that in the olden days,
Right.
back when there was dragons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they equated it to that, where it's like, as a society, we deem, it seems like it's usually like a young girl pop star, and then everyone just like fucking pokes and pokes and pokes and pokes and pokes, and then all of a sudden they fucking blow up and have a mental breakdown, and we're like, whoa, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's kind of like, it's a process that repeats itself a lot.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, and then there's the thing where it's like, and then the other thing that I said before, it's like, it's easy to look at somebody who's an artist or something like that and be like, their life is so cushy, but there's things that don't necessarily.
I mean,
they're
dude,
not in
like,
the public eye. Like exactly like I said. Like you're
imagine, like, if you want to go out to dinner, like, you have to call the restaurant ahead of time to be like, hey, I want to come to dinner. Like, I'll pay extra to be in, like, a private section or whatever. Like, truly giving up your anonymity is a sacrifice. And people on that level that have no anonymity are beyond rich, right? Like,
yeah, isn't there stories of like Michael Jackson like renting out a grocery store so he could like go grocery shopping?
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
so he could feel human
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
That's like again, it's easy for people to say, "Oh, shut up, Michael Jackson." Like you
but
got
like,
all.
could you imagine like you have a favorite coffee shop and then you finally get to live your dream and you do this movie with like Austin Butler or whatever the fuck and everybody loves you? Like, think about that, like Cousin from The Bear. 2 years ago, nobody had any fucking clue who that guy was. He probably misses his local coffee shop a little bit.
I also think that's why famous people stay in LA.
True.
I think that because here,
yeah,
it's normal to see famous people. Like
Yeah.
I work at a restaurant. It's a nice restaurant, but it's not a fucking crazy restaurant.
yeah.
And like, why am I blanking on his name?
Bruno Mars,
Bruno Mars. No, Breaking
Bryan
Bad.
Cranston.
Bryan Cranston was in, and like, he was just like at a table. He wasn't like in the corner. He was like facing everybody, and he was just there. And obviously, people were like, "Oh shit, fucking Bryan Cranston." But
Yeah.
it was very normal that he was there.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of famous people stay in LA specifically.
I had an interesting experience. Now, Mad Lab is very different. You work at a restaurant that's pretty nice. Mad Lab is a coffee window on the sidewalk of Sunset Boulevard, 1 block down from the Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
So the protection of like being inappropriate is not there. You know what I mean? Because they're on the streets in public. Sebastian Stan came in the other day.
Cool.
And
Did you tell him that a lot of people tell me I look like him?
No, I did not say that.
Why not?
Well, he doesn't know who you are. And
Oh, dude, my friend David.
And anyway, you know, when he's like in his like human wear, you guys look a lot more alike because his beard was growing out a little bit and like, you know, he's not like a full blown movie star, you know? But like I clocked him and one of my coworkers is like head over heels obsessed with this guy. Not in like a I love you, marry me kind of way, but like she's just like a huge fan and like,
Cool.
you know, whatever. So all I said to him, I was like, hey man, it's really cool that you're here. I have a coworker. She's a huge fan of you. If you like, and essentially it was like, if you ever wanted to come back, like, I'm sure she would really appreciate that. And he was really, really nice about it. But he like looked around and he like almost whispered like, I will come back. Because he was like, I cannot let somebody see. I cannot let somebody see that I'm here.
Yeah.
Because he's just on the street on Sunset Boulevard. There's like 3 Hollywood celebrity tour companies surrounding Mad Lab. It's like he's gonna get fucking cornered. He's by himself just trying to buy a fucking iced coffee.
That's why,
Like-
dude. I think like I remember when we first moved here, COVID was still kind of like people were still wearing. I think you still see some people wearing masks, like very, very occasionally.
Yeah.
But like it was still kind of a thing. And I remember seeing Andrew Garfield, because I watched him take off his mask, and like I was like, oh shit, that's Andrew Garfield. And I was like, oh holy shit! Like all these celebrities must love this shit. Like,
Yeah,
They
100%.
can walk around and no one knows who they are.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and it's weird. Like it definitely is like it's a weird scale to balance on. It's like the more successful and the higher you gain like these accomplishments and like tackle these goals and dreams that you have, like the more you have to give up of just being like you know, a human.
Well, the other thing that
Which is also probably why a lot of these people act like fucking weirdos all the time. Because it's like, I mean, Jim Carrey, right? He's got like 4 decades of being the most famous fucking funny guy in the world, right? Like, no wonder he's...
strange.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
he's also
it's
like a nihilist, like weird artist guy.
Yeah, it's probably because he hasn't been allowed to fucking go in public without people fucking cornering him for 40 years.
It's got to be weird. 2 things. One, I think I've thought about this when, like Demi Lovato was in the restaurant the other day, and you know, so everyone's, you know, it's the scuttlebutt around the kitchen. Like, oh shit, Demi Lovato, and she tipped like
$1 million.
she tipped like 200% or something like that.
Nice.
And I was thinking about it, and I was like, same thing with Bryan Cranston.
Classy.
Don't worry, Bryan Cranston tipped heavy, and he was very, very nice. He also didn't we talk about that? He also said,
you guys should get Casamigos.
no, Dos Hombres is
Dos
his.
Hombres. What's Casamigos? Oh,
That's,
that's just tequila.
No, that's
That's George Clooney's.
George Clooney's. No, Dos Hombres is him and Aaron Paul's, and he
Mhm.
said that to my coworker Crystal. She didn't know Dos Hombres was his. He's like, "Do you guys have Dos Hombres?" And then his wife was next to me. She's like, "We love Dos Hombres." Anyway, but they tipped heavy, and I was thinking about it. I was like, "Damn, if you're rich, you can go to a restaurant and you could tip 18%, and I'll have no idea what's in your fucking bank account, and I'll be like, yeah, whatever, fucking 18%, fuck off."
Yeah, but if you're famous...
But if you're famous, you have to fucking tip heavy. If you're
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston, you can't go out without tipping $100.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You can't. Because no matter, I mean, you can, but then no matter what, like, I'll be like, dude, fuck, 20% you're Bryan Cranston, come on. You know?
Yeah.
You can't go out to eat without tipping heavy. You're expected to be this very generous person. And compared to...
I mean, I think you should be, but...
Sure, but compared to other, like, rich people who have, you know...
Now, Demi Lovato tipping 200%. I don't expect that necessarily. You just need to... You have the ability to go past what the average person can and it not affect you at all, so you should.
Sure.
So I'm not saying... I would
I'm
never...
less
I would
saying-
never be like, oh, they got a $200 dinner. Where's my $800 tip? You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking crazy. But,
Yeah.
like, upwards of, like, 40, 50%, yeah, absolutely. You fucking
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston, God damn it. Like,
But I'm just saying, there's other people, there's plenty of rich people that come to that restaurant that tip 20% and I don't bat an eye.
or less.
Or
Fucking
less.
bitches, dude.
Guys,
There's a lot of
listen,
there's a lot of fucking penny pinching
I don't-
fucking
I don't want to get in,
people.
I don't want to get into the concept of tipping. I'm well aware that the concept of tipping is kind of fucked up. I do believe that restaurants and business owners should just pay their employees. It's kind of frustrating. It just falls on the customer in a weird way. I think the concept of tipping is weird and frustrating at times. However, let me just explain something to you guys. 18% is not what you tip. Okay? 18% is if the service was bad. 20%, because there's a lot of people who tip 18%, and I think they think that that's like normal. Just know that it's from people in the service industry. 20% is what you should do. That's how you not piss anybody off. Because I think a lot of people do it thinking like, oh, like still appreciate this 18%.
If you're, I mean, the fact that that's an option sucks. Like the quick math boxes so that you don't
18,
have to
20,
do
25. I mean, but to be fair, I also am sick and tired of going to every coffee shop and having 20, 25, and 30% options. Like, you know what I mean?
I appreciate it, but ours also says, I think it says 18, 20, and 22. I think is what it says, and it's only if it's past a certain dollar amount. Otherwise, it says 1, 2, and 3, like dollars.
Anyway, if I win the lottery tomorrow, I'll still be back. I'll still be back next week.
If David wins the lottery, he's gonna start tipping 15% everywhere he goes.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be giving it away.
Yeah, dude.
That's
You earned it,
That's
dude.
my money. That's my money. All right, everybody.
This is the Nobody Loves You economics episode, ladies and gentlemen. Next week we'll be discussing paleontology and the significance of anyway.
Goodbye.